Welcome back to another episode of In the End, There's Always a Disney Guide. Before we get into today's episode, make sure you go to DisneyGuide.com, subscribe to my blog, check out my Wikipedia page. I got it up and running. Check out my IMBD show and the web series page on my website as well. Today's topic is we're going to be discussing Grey's Anatomy a little bit more. As you guys know, there was a second departure, Derek again. As you guys know, you remember the scene how, Meredith made her choice whether if she would have chose to stay with Derek, she would have died in the real world, or if she chose to well, she chose to leave, so that meant she lives. So I know people were wondering, like, this is where people were confused about how Meredith's coma works. Meredith's coma does not work based off her health, okay? She's unconscious because she's in her subconscious. I keep telling you guys that. When you're in your subconscious, you can't be in your subconscious and in your conscious. When you're in your conscious mind, that means you're in the real world. That's the difference between the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is the part of the brain that is created based off your memories. It's formed based off some type of memory, which is obviously, I'm guessing Meredith's like the beach, since her subconscious is the beach, as we see. So that's why Meredith wasn't waking up, because she was in her subconscious. She never made a choice yet. It was all up to her. So when she made that choice, you saw how after she made the choice, she woke up. You saw that. So I know people don't really understand the brain like that, or subconscious and the conscious mind, but it's more logic than you think. Now I know a lot of people also were very devastated, because it was like we didn't want Meredith to die, of course. We didn't want her to leave her family. We didn't want her to leave her kids. But it's like, dang, the way the show ended, I mean, it still ended sadly. If like when with Derek walking alone, and then if you hear when Meredith says "We love you, Zozo" for the last time, right before it goes to when Derek starts to walk alone, it sounded like Meredith was like crying when she was saying that. So that was what even made it, on top of the sad music. Like, I mean, come on now. It was too much for me. So, I mean, I get the point of what they're trying to do, but it's like, dang, how sad do y'all want it to be? Shoot. But, I mean, I had a feeling that, this wasn't going to happen. I had a huge feeling. I'm like, I know for a huge fact they're not going to take Meredith off. I already knew it. I knew it. I felt it. I dealt it. I saw it. But I mean, the way the show ended, I mean, the best way, shoot, it would have been with her dying, low key, because the way the episode ended, it was still sad. And so the next episode 14, basically covers with, the reunion of Japril, the big reunion. This season has been nothing but reunions, honestly. This has been the reunion season. Okay? I just don't know what it is with this season. I mean, one thing I can say about COVID is, yeah, COVID may destroy you literally, but it definitely will bring you together, and you will end up being with the ones you love at some point, even if it isn't like real, like with Meredith's case, because mostly everything that happened with Meredith was in her subconscious when she was unconscious. But still, at least, it brought the people that they loved and that they cared about the most from previous seasons of the show. They were brought back together, which was amazing. This was like a reunion season. I mean, COVID is like, it's like a God-given lesson. I guess it's basically a lesson that you need to spend more time with your family. I can say that for a fact. And spend more time with your loved ones, because one thing the virus has done is it may have, destroyed a lot of people, but it also brought a lot of people together. And it also helped us, realize how life is important and how much we need to not take it for granted. Because let's be real, when they killed off DeLuca, I was shocked. I said, I don't think they had the guts to kill off Meredith. I don't think they'll take it that far. Because if they would have did it that far, oh man, I know people would have been really going crazy. People would have been losing their minds. But yeah, they was asking, will Derek return again? I mean, with Grey's Anatomy, you never know. You know what I'm saying? With Grey's Anatomy, you just don't know. I'm just wondering what the season finale gonna look like, because it's only 2 more episodes left after episode 14, since they cut this season down shorter than they did last season. This season was originally supposed to have, I think, was supposed to have 24, 25 episodes. Now it's just 16. And season 16 only had 21 episodes because it got cut short because of the pandemic then. So I guess we just gonna have to find out. But thank you for listening in to this episode. If you have any ideas or suggestions or topics that you wanted me to discuss, make sure you go to info@disneyguy.com. Make sure you check out my website, disneyguy.com. I am getting merch set up very soon, you guys. Don't worry, I'm gonna get it set up soon. So just get ready for that. But thank you for listening in. I love you guys so much. Make sure you subscribe and follow this podcast on both Google and Spotify so you can be updated whenever an episode is released. Normally an episode is released every day at 9 a.m. But if the schedule changed, don't worry, I will let you know. When season 2 comes, most likely there's probably gonna be an episode every week, not every day like I've been doing. So that might change when season 2 comes out for this show. But thank you for listening in, and yeah.